So I'm Michelle with the Country Note and MC Writes and Snaps. I am here today with Callie Tucker, who was born into country music royalty. The daughter of recording artist LaCosta Tucker and niece of legendary Tanya Tucker, she carries a last name that echoes through country music history. But Callie is more than a legacy. She's a voice of her own. With her latest single, Last Name, released in June, she's blending heritage and individuality in a way that proves her story is just the beginning. Welcome, Callie.
Oh, so good to be here. Thank you, Michelle. Hi,
Oh,
everyone.
I'm so excited. I'm so
Me
excited to
too.
have you here. I want to talk about your single because it's amazing. I love it. Jamming to it on the way home from work today. Last Name Connection, your new single. It feels like it carries a double meaning, especially with your heritage. So, what does the song mean to you personally, and how does it reflect your journey as Callie Tucker?
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So last name was people probably and fair enough, they think it's probably about my last name, and it's actually not. I'd love to tell you the story of how it came about.
Please.
So I decided to fly up to St. Louis to co-write just out of the blue with a dear friend of mine that I've known for 15, 20 years, as we've been through hell and high water together. And so I've known him through all of the hard times in his life and what he's been through. And he when he came out, he did not have the love and support of his family.
Oh,
They disowned him. And it was such a sad story. And I went through that whole phase with him where, he didn't know what to do. I mean, we were broke. We're both just scrambled, trying to find pennies to go get the dollar menu at McDonald's, like really, really hard times. And I've been fortunate enough to have the support of my family, and I'm very grateful for that. But a lot of people don't. And I wanted to tell their story through this song. And he's now one of the happiest, most successful people that I've ever known. And I'm so proud to have known him through the highs and lows of his journey. But, as we were writing it, we just didn't really know it was going to turn out the way it did. I mean, there's so many people that I know that can relate to that story, that have like a family that is not supportive of their journey, whatever that is. And there's friends of mine that grew up in the foster care system that wanted that last name that never got the chance to, and they had to forge their own path and make their own way and their own successes. And it's just, there's so many of us that, I think deal with that, and it's not talked about enough. So it just turned out to be such a beautiful song, and it's such a jam in itself, but
it is.
I hope it does inspire and encourage, and others that we're listening. We know that you're going through this, and people like me are here to support you and make a voice for what you're going through. And so I absolutely was a little concerned that people would think my last name is famous, but
Yeah.
it definitely has a meaning behind it that not people most people understand. So that's the story.
I love you for sharing that. So I'm just going to tell you, I'm a little bit in my feels right now.
Mhm.
Um, I have an 18-year-old daughter who came out to us probably her freshman year of high school. And what people don't know about me, and the interview is not about me, but I'm going to share my
Yes,
story a little bit
please.
with you because your story resonates with me so much. I got goosebumps and I'm feeling a little verklempt. And let me
Mhm.
tell you why. Our daughter came out to us when she was a freshman. And not a lot of people know this about me. I'm a social justice advocate. I was president of our NAACP. So I do the work. I've done the work all throughout my career. And so I would think that our daughter, would know that we would be the family you could come out to and we're going to support you. And she didn't know that. And not because we didn't show her anything different, but because she said to me, Mom, it's different though, isn't it, when it's your own family or your own daughter? And I said, No, it's not.
Mhm.
Love who you love. We love you for who you are. So, I'm grateful that she was able to come out to us, even though it was very hard for her, despite all the support she has.
Mhm.
Um, so thank you for sharing that because I know that there are people who don't have that support, and it's like it's amazing that they don't. I don't understand that. You don't understand that, right? We're lucky to come from that background,
Um,
but I think a lot of people would probably, and music touches us because it can have a double meaning. So I could understand why people would see the title of the song and think it might have something to do with that, but what a beautiful story behind that.
I
So thank you
appreciate it.
for sharing that. Like,
My
that's just
pleasure. And yeah,
wow.
your daughter is so lucky to have you as a mom. And it's really difficult in general to just be yourself, to be
Yeah.
accepted for who you are, no matter what that means and or what you want to do with your life. Like,
Yeah.
you watch movies and you see the fathers telling the son, no, you'll never be a professional baseball player. You need to go back to school to be a doctor, whatever it is, like just not
Yeah.
having support to follow your dreams. And we only get one life. Let's live it.
Oh
Let's not
my
be
gosh.
afraid, and let's love each other, and let's make mistakes. Let's fall down a little bit. Let's fail, and let's get back up, and let's try again. I just don't want anyone out there to feel hopeless, that
Yeah.
just because you're blood related, it doesn't mean that you can't forge your own family and make family out of the people that you choose to surround yourself with. It's so important, um, to
I
find
love
people that,
it's
yeah.
like you just segued into my next question, girlfriend, just so you know. My next
Okay.
question was about carving your own identity, right? So you have a famous family name. Like that's not an elephant in the room. That's obvious, right?
Yeah.
So how do you balance honoring the Tucker legacy while making sure people recognize you for your artistry and your voice?
Well, I mean, I really am proud of my legacy. I'm proud of my mom and my aunt. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for them. I mean, they showed me this beautiful path of into music when I was young, and it was only up to me to decide to whether I wanted to take that or not. And I always knew that I did. So I'm grateful for that, and them and their love and support. And they've been a big part of the cheerleading group behind me. But everything I've done has been grassroots. I mean, there's no like
Yeah,
beautiful golden gate door that opened up for me just because of my last name. I had to actually prove myself and prove my worth. And I
yeah,
think that's what's really special in music. It doesn't matter where you come from, who you are. If you don't have the goods to back it up, it doesn't really matter. So
yeah,
I always wanted to it was even more so that I wanted to prove myself in the music industry, that I was talented and enough, and I did have a voice and a message and a brand that I think people would love to hear, and messages that they would love to hear. And it's been an interesting journey of self-discovery through the whole process, because I'm from a country music background, and I'm
yeah.
deeply rooted in it. I love old country music. I used to love going to Robert's Western World on Broadway and like dancing to Western swing. Like, I love that. But there was also this time in my life where I was introduced to rock and pop and hip hop and jazz and just all different genres that I was like, whoa, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And it
And you
honestly,
hear that in your music, which is awesome.
well, I was like, I certainly can't pigeonhole myself into one particular sound that people might be used to with the associated with the last name Tucker.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I want to go against the grain, and not necessarily because I'm trying to be rebellious, but I really do love what I'm doing. Like, I'm really proud of the music that I'm making. It is definitely leans on the pop side a lot, but at the end of the day, I'm a country girl and I sound country, and I always try to push the envelope on obviously subject matter. I haven't written a song about dirt roads or tumbleweeds yet, so but it's
Yet you
coming.
said.
It's coming. It's coming.
And that's what I love about especially country music, right? So there's such an intersection of all the genres right
Yeah,
now. That's a beautiful thing because it brings people together, and people who might not have listened to country may
exactly.
embrace it because they hear Callie Tucker's last name, and it's you can hear a little country, but it's a jam. Like
Yeah.
it's almost like you can't pigeonhole music now anymore. You just can't.
I would hope not. I would hope people would have an open mind, and at the end of the day too, I go, well, if I'm creating my own style that is, a little bit of pop and a little bit of country and a little bit of this and that, hopefully it does bring other people that wouldn't necessarily listen to country music pull into this type of genre that I'm creating. And I think the more followers and fans and people that listen to you, well, that's a good thing, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm creating music that I like, and whoever loves it, I'm so grateful. And that I that's it.
Yeah, do
Well,
what you love.
yeah, like I said, life's too short. I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Yeah, I love it. So I think the next question I want to ask if you look back, so like you were sort of born into it, it seemed like a natural thing for you, it sounds like, right? But was there a moment, um, home or on stage, like was there a moment, a defining moment that you realized that it wasn't just family tradition, it was calling you,
Oh
like
yeah.
you, Callie Tucker? What
I'm
was that
totally
moment?
I'm totally obsessed with this life. Like I'm absolutely obsessed with it. You know, that when they say never give up, I mean, I'm just the quintessential never give up kind of person. Like I wanted to make this my life, and I'm so glad that I have. Um, let's see. There was never a defining moment where I was like, I'm doing this. Like I just always knew it was definitely a calling. And and some people would say it's God that definitely is doing this for you. And I think there's been moments where of breaking. I think those are the moments where you go, this is either going to make you or this is going to break your spirit. And I just have one of the many. There's many of those stories, but one that I remember vividly. It was after The Voice, believe it or not. Like I'd had all these cool opportunities, and
Yeah.
and even still, you start questioning like whether or not like should I continue to pursue this because this is really hard and it's
Hmm.
emotionally draining and taxing. And am I, you start questioning your value, and like your talent. And I got a gig when I first moved out to Vegas, performing on the street as a busker. So you put out your tip jar and you go out there and you sing, for total strangers just walking by, walking by. And I've always walked through any door of opportunity. I was like, all right, let's do this. Let's try it. I have no shame. Let's go. And so
Love that.
I had never bought equipment before. So I went to Guitar Center. I bought what equipment I thought I needed. I had a guy helping me. But when I went to the little corner of my street to set up, I did not have all the right equipment. So I was able to get sound through my microphone, but I wasn't able to get, I was doing singing to tracks. And I wasn't able to get sound through the tracks. I don't know. I bought the wrong quarter, didn't buy, something.
Wow.
And I knew I had this time slot of 3 hours. I have to sing for 3 hours, and I'm not going to not make that money because I needed it.
Yeah.
So I had a moment of just kind of staring off into the distance and taking a deep breath and going, you're about to do the next 3 hours singing a cappella. And so
Wow.
I stood there and I sang for 3 hours every song I ever knew a cappella as people walked by. And let me tell you, I don't really play guitar anymore because I got my nails. I'm bougie with my nails. And but I had a
Mine are
guitar.
short, but I got my nails too.
Yeah, I'm not cool like Dolly. I can't play.
Oh,
But I made I filled that guitar case up with tips.
wow.
And I knew then I was like, you got the goods. Because if you can just have done that,
Yeah.
you can do anything. It was the most uncomfortable situation I've ever put myself in willingly. And because I could have said, hey, to my agent,
Not
like, hey,
working.
I can't do it. I don't have my no, I did it. I felt really, really proud of that moment. I was like, I pushed through, and next day I went to Guitar Center and got the right chord.
I love that story. Because you could have just said, forget about it, right? You could have
Yeah,
just
like
said, but you didn't. And listen, you've definitely got the voice. I mean,
thank
that
you.
goes without saying. So good genes or natural ability, both. It's amazing. In the past, you've said, and I'm curious if it's the same. In the past, you've said that your dream collab was Shania Twain. Is that still true?
Yes.
How you gonna say no now, right?
No, I would never. She's absolutely I mean, you can't listen to my music and not hear the influence. It's just
Yeah.
undeniable. Like, we both are huge fashionistas. We love our fashion, and that gets
Hmm.
showcased in my song and video and country couture. And
Yes.
she's so cheeky in her writing, and it's so fun and fantastic. And I would be crazy if I said that she'll till the day I die. She'll still be the number one collab that
Yeah.
I'd love to do, and we would have so much fun together. I just know it. It would be the craziest music video. Oh my
Oh, it
gosh!
would be great.
Yes, my music videos are wild. So I think she would be we'd be a great team. Yeah.
That would be amazing. So, okay, that's female artist. What about male?
there's so many males that I love.
I know
Let
I'm
me
putting you on the
think.
spot.
I've never, yeah. I would say, mm, 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 mm. To say it would be. I'm going through all of them in my head.
Yeah.
Um, Garth Brooks.
Ooh, Garth Brooks. I
I'm
love
gonna tell
Garth
you why. I'm
Brooks.
gonna tell you why. Because Garth
Tell me
Brooks
why.
was my very first concert, and
That's special.
it was he was my very first concert. Celine Dion was my second. So I saw some really good acts when I was younger.
You
Um,
did.
at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. Yeah. Garth Brooks puts on a show. And that's what I do at my live shows. Like it's so high energy, it's so colorful and fun. There are no rules. I'll crowd surf. Like we get wild.
That
We get
is
really wild.
awesome. What can we expect from you next? Like, if people want to see you, where's the next spot they can see you?
So I have my nightly performances here in Las Vegas. So get them while they're hot because we do plan on like going on the road full time very, very soon.
Okay.
No later than the next year. But right now it's Las Vegas, and we're booking out shows across the country as we speak. So that's really exciting because I grew up on a tour bus when I was before I started school. So I
Yeah.
have so many memories of being on the bus on the bottom bunk and just being hummed to sleep by the engine and like I thought that's what it was. Like, oh, you singers get to travel. So I really like living out of a suitcase is a dream. Like I would love to do
Yeah.
that and just buy clothes and shoes along the way.
That
So
sounds perfect,
yeah,
really.
yeah, yeah. I can't think of anything better. I mean, I love home base. It's great, but put me on the road. I'm there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds delightful. What's the last song you listened to that you can remember? I mean, we listen to music every day, don't we? So what are you currently listening to?
I love these questions. They're so fun. The last song I listened to, oh my gosh. I'm trying to think. My mom's got Christian radio on right now, but I haven't like I listen. Trying to think um probably gonna I don't know if the listeners would know this band maybe, but Empire of the Sun.
Empire
they're
of the Sun. So what genre of music, what kind of music is that?
they're
Because I
actually a
haven't heard.
band. They're a band out of Australia. They're pop, but I would consider them pop. They're
Oh,
very
I
they're
love
very
that.
good. They're very good. A song that they get a lot of placements in a lot of movies, and this one song called "Walking on a Dream" people would know. So if you heard "Walking on a Dream," you'd be like, "Oh yeah, I know that." But they've got a lot
Now
of
I'm
great,
gonna have to listen to it.
yeah. So um, I'm I'm bummed that I was being honest, but I was like, it's not a country song, so
Oh, that's
yeah.
okay though. Yeah.
But yeah, they're like I said, I pull influences from a lot of different genres. So one day I'll be listening to country, and the next it'll be something really underground. So
Yeah. Well, I feel like a lot of artists are like that now. I watched an interview a week or so ago with Morgan Wallen, and he said he doesn't listen to country music. And some people will say, well, that's not a surprise. He's pop country or whatever,
yeah,
right? And I
yeah.
really love Morgan
Well, and
Wallen, but
he's definitely in the my vein. I was on The Voice with Morgan.
were you on? I was gonna ask that. You beat me to the punch. So you were on
Yeah.
the voice. That is so cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm so proud of him. What he has done is just insane. So,
It
you
is
know,
insane.
he he's a wild man. I didn't realize he's such a wild man, but good for him. Good for him.
I think he's calmed down a little bit, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
We just saw him in concert last weekend. It was a great show, but
Yeah.
um yeah, he's come a long way. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
What is your, I think I already know the answer to this. So what do you love to do on your downtime?
Oh my gosh. I'm a huge fan of escape rooms. I'm a huge kid. I'm
I
a
did.
kid. Like I love escape rooms. My friends like for my birthday, like every year, like they know like I have to do an escape room.
That's
Or they'll take
amazing.
me to some like this past year they took me to a place called Play, which is at the Luxor, and you just get to be a kid and play all these games for like an hour or two, and it's so much fun. And then to this like really cool interactive art museum. Like I'm very like I love getting out of my own head because it's a lot that goes up in here, and it's
Yeah.
life is so serious and crazy, and I handle a lot of stuff business wise for myself and my mother, and you know, life can be serious. So I really like when I'm able to escape into being a kid, and and comedy. I love comedy. So a lot of my if people come to
Yeah.
my shows, they're gonna that's what my live show is about. It's really interactive. It's very audience participation based, and it's a lot of comedy. It's a lot of singing, and it's just a lot of high energy action. I know you probably can't tell, but it's the way it's true. But
I think it's amazing because I'm thinking, okay, maybe shopping, you love fashion, you love that, but I love that you like to get
you
out of your head and just forget
yeah.
everything.
Yeah, I really love going back to being a kid because when I look back at my life, and I remember going to work when I was 15, my first job was at Sonic, and I
Yes.
ain't stopped since. I ain't stopped since. And I know a lot of people
Mhm.
can relate to that. We've on the grind, just on the grind for the dream. And so when I get a chance to just let loose and have fun and laugh and be silly and take me to Disney World, take me to Universal, take me to Six Flags, like take me to Dollywood. Actually, did you know I worked at Dollywood?
I did not know that.
Yeah, that was my first job out of college as a singer dancer in a show called oh God, which is funny. This is funny how this is playing out, but it's called oh my God, Country Crossroads. It was an outdoor theater, and I'm I think I was told that Lainey Wilson did that show after me. So I
I
was the
feel like I
first.
heard something about her with Dolly. Yeah.
So she either did the I don't know, but yeah, she was a part of that show as well. But I was the original cast. So that was
That's
many
amazing.
years ago. But yes, that was so fun. But yeah, girl, at the end of the story, I want to be a kid at all times. I want to take nothing seriously except my work, and still I'm pretty lighthearted about that. So
That's amazing. I you're just so real. You're just so
oh,
real. I wish I could come to Vegas and
right.
see you. But when is your Vegas stint over?
It's I've been doing this for years, so it's only over when I start touring full time, and
Okay.
that means I'm still independent. I'm not a signed artist, and
Yep.
so that would be amazing to switch over. And that means booking agent that would help facilitate a lot of these
Yeah.
festivals, other venues that I want to play over across the country. I just opened for my aunt, which is a huge milestone for me. And it was actually set up through the casino. It was a beautiful pairing. They had her booked, and they wanted me to open. And I said, absolutely. If she's down for that, I would love that. So really, really cool opportunity. We did it in Spirit Mountain Casino. It's just outside of Portland, Oregon. And I got to do my show opening for her. And my mom is a part of my show. So we got
Yeah.
to have feature my mom in a moment, and there's a lot of visuals and really cool stuff that I do with my show, and it was neat to get to share that
Yeah.
amongst Tanya's fans, and I was really grateful for that. So that's cool. So the more shows I can do, and the better, and yeah, definitely I'm open to getting signed. I know a lot of people don't want to do that now, but
Yeah.
I actually do. I want to
Yeah.
explore that option.
You got to come on over to the East Coast. We need you over on the
Yeah,
East
I
Coast. We
know.
got a
I
lot of
know. I
music
miss.
festivals over here.
Well, I mean, I grew up in Nashville. I mean, I don't know if that considers East Coast, but like
It's the
that,
eastern part of the US. Yeah.
Eastern-ish. But yeah, I do miss it, and I would love to come over there. It would be amazing. I miss the grass. We don't have that here in
Yeah,
Vegas,
I
so
know.
and if we do, it's $1,000 a month to keep it alive. So
That's crazy.
yeah, yeah, I'm that's on my it's on my list of things to do, sis. So just expect that to happen.
Okay.
I
Well,
say
I
it's
think
gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We're gonna manifest it right now, just so you know. We're manifesting it. And I can't wait to talk to you again. How has the single been received?
I can't believe it. I mean, I knew it was a special song when we wrote it. I was like, "Whoo, these lyrics are hard." I mean, whew. And the reviews and the write-ups that I've gotten on it has just
Yeah.
been like the most eloquent, beautiful, well put together. I mean, you know, I could only imagine paying someone lots and lots of money to write something that spectacular and that nice. So
It's amazing.
people are loving it. Um, I get questioned a lot. Is this about your family? I'm like, no, it's not, but I understand the controversy there. But I'm glad to share the story with you and other outlets that this is how the song came about.
Yeah.
And
It's a
um,
beautiful story.
and then the music video is, based off the Cinderella story, which is the stepmother
Yeah,
and the stepsisters did not support Cinderella, but she wound up on top becoming the princess. And
she
if
sure did.
people watch the video, they'll notice there is a twist at the end. So Cinderella gets a little sassy, and so
As she should.
as she should. But yeah, I'm really proud of this song, how it turned out, the message and the music video is just so special, and glad it's all being shared with the world now.
Awesome. I so appreciate you taking the time. This has been amazing. I can't
Thank
wait to see you sometime.
you.
Um, and I feel like we'll be talking again.
I do hope so. It would be
We
awesome.
will. We
Okay.
will. Thank you so much. I will share the link to the interview and everything. I usually have a pretty quick turnaround, so you'll hear from us soon.
Oh,
And
awesome.
we'll talk soon. Thank you
Thank you.
so much, Callie.
Oh,
It's been a
no, thank
delight.
you. You're awesome. Wait, where are you out of? Where did
I'm in upstate New York.
I'm going to New York Sunday, but not
Shut the
upstate.
front door. No, you're gonna be in the city?
Are you in Rochester?
I'm not, but I can be in Rochester.
I don't know. I was like, that's the only place I know upstate. But no, I'm going with
I'm not
Alice.
that far up. I'm actually about 3.5 hours from the city.
I gotcha. Yeah, no,
Rochester's even further up.
I've never been to New York. I know, crazy. Never
Really?
been. I'm going as a total tourist with my mom and my two friends. And I feel like New York is doesn't exist. I have to go see it for myself. So
Now, are you going to the city?
yeah,
I'm so excited for you. Oh my God, you're gonna
I
have a
am so
blast.
excited. I
You
just said,
should be.
listen, I want to see the normal stuff. Empire State Building, Statue of Liberty. We're gonna go to Rockefeller and go to the Rainbow Room. We're gonna see Broadway shows. I just want to eat great food. And just have a great time. Like that's
You're
it.
gonna have a blast. You're gonna
Oh,
have a blast.
thank you.
I'm so excited for you. Now I want to get back in touch with you and hear about what New York City was like for
I
you.
I know. Hey, message me. We can get. I'll talk to you any day of the week. So I'll
I would
let
love it. I would love it. This is so much fun.
you.
So I
Well,
am. I'm gonna be nosy.
follow me on Instagram because I know I'll be making posts. Be like, I'm here. I'm here. So
I
we can just
totally will if I am not already. I might already be,
okay.
and then we'll follow you as a country note too. So I have my own, and then we have the country note, and I'll reach out to you. But thank you
Okay.
so much. This is
Thank you so
awesome.
much, Michelle.
Have a great weekend. It's the holiday
Thank you.
weekend. Enjoy New
You
York
too.
City, and I know we'll be talking soon.
Okay, honey. Bye.
Alrighty. Thanks so much. Bye.